We all know, apart from what we get to believe to be life, like anything you can call it, our surroundings, your assets, your liabilities, your parents, your children, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your friends, your surroundings, your companies, whatever you can call it. What we so called life, external life, the physical part of life. Do we know that we have an inner life as well? Like a life within us, a life inside of us. And the life inside of us gets to resonate out there. Tell, let me use the word perceive. How we are going to reflect, how we are going to respond, how we are going to react, how we are going to take in the life outside of us. Like the life outside of us, when it resonates in our inner life, it depends on the state, the condition of your inner life, how it's going to receive it. There's a whole lot of example we can put into this. Take for example, a man and a female relationship depends on the next person, the other person in our life, in our world. That's why nature can be so funny. Yeah, but today, the major topic for today is working on your inner life, working on your inner world. Yeah. So what up, my people? It's your guy J Rocks again. It's your guy J Rocks. It's a rock solid hub. Critical conversation, baby. Yeah, man. So, I said, working on your inner life, your inner world. If I want to put this in simple term, and I actually want to give you this gem before we go deep into it, because this so-called thing, your world, your life, I don't get to dictate it for anyone. I just get to tell you what is the right thing. Because I'm the kind of guy I resonate with people a lot. Like, I have a lot of friends. I have a whole lot of friends. Friends that I can call any time that I'm 100% sure they're gonna pick up my calls. Even though we might not have talked for like years. But when it's time to do this thing, they know, yeah, I can do this kind of thing with Fermi. Or when I have like an opportunity and I know is one of my friend does this. You understand what I mean? You place them on call and they know coming from Fermi, coming from J-Rocks, then it's what they try. Not to brag or anything, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And working on your inner life, working on your inner world is all about regulating the nervous system. Quote unquote, is regulation of the nervous system, regulating the nervous system. And what do I mean by regulating the nervous system? I mean a whole bunch of things about regulating the nervous system. That's why I said I'll just give you the quote unquote. To work on your inner life, you need to regulate. You need to learn how to regulate your nervous system. You have to be in alignment with one thought, one mind, one man, one body. Your inner child, your current state, and your old self, your inner aged self have to be in alignment. You don't have to get overboard it, And I really want to make this video concise, precise, short. Yeah, regulating your nervous system. Let me just give us few examples where regulation of nervous system is needed. Let me say opportunities when you need to work on your inner life. Opportunities where the universe brings to us just for us to regulate ourselves, to know who we are, to resonate in yourself. Few opportunities universe brings to us just to test us, because the test is continuous. It doesn't stop. The universe tests us just to see if we've regulated our nervous system, if we are in one accord, like one thought, one mind, one self. Few opportunities where this thing come is when you feel that emotion charging up. Take for example, probably when you just wake up in the morning. Those emotions, I always talk about waking up in the morning because I think that's when you're back to your consciousness, and when the computer just started working again, like you just rebooted the computer. It's time to set back to work, trying to bring all the emotions at one place, at one time, in a time. That's when you wake up in the morning. For an example, might be during the day going about your activity and you feel this emotion charging up. You're feeling charging up, you feel, no, I wasn't feeling like this 5 minutes ago. The first thing in regulating your nervous system is to be aware of this. Aware, like, this is what I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. What's this emotion? What's this thing I'm feeling right now? And some people, yeah. This has nothing to do with money, if you've got money or not. Because, people always say, if you've got money, you have more leverage and all of that. Yeah, fine. In the outer world, you've got more leverage. But what's the point of the money or point of the current state you are in and you're not good inside? Good is a much lesser word to use. You're so unregulated inside. Your emotions still fuck with you. You're still thinking, you're still concerned about what the person next to you thinks about you. Why? You have nothing to do with that. That's their inner world. That's their inner universe. Like some people used to say, some people used to say your inner world is representation of the universe, including your systems, is the representation of the 9 planets, your sensory organ, the sun, everything, everyone, every part of your body has a representation, in the outside world, in the universe itself. So your universe outside is directly proportional to the universe inside. Depends on how you feel within. That's how what the next person says, that's how you are going to perceive it. All these fabricated thoughts, fabricated stories you've made up in your mind might be years, might be months, might be minutes of collating them on top of each other. And one person somewhere just said something, but because of the state of your nervous system at that minute, at that second, in that year, in that month, will depend on how you are going to, how your word is going to accept it. You know, let me use something general for example. The way a building, if you construct a building, let's say a glass house, if you construct a building in let me say a very nice European country, if constructed glass house at the city center, or let's use the city center. If you check the condition of that house in like 10 years, the state at which, let's take for example, the state at which the glass house will be different to the condition you'll find that glass house if you put it in like a, let me say, like a rural village area in Asia or Africa, in a rural parts. And what do I mean by that? In the city center, the glass house might be crashed. Like probably a car might have driven inside, like broken it, or maybe maybe even maintained to the highest quality where you can't see any scratch on the glass. But in a rural place, it might be stone that has destroyed it. It might be even the mud that have destroyed it. It might be even they might have turned the building to a god. So it just totally depends on your inner world. The inner world, your the way you've constructed your universe within to be. That's the way things that they bring inside it is going to be. It's going to be maintained, or going to be destroyed, or going to be manipulated, or going to be thought out differently. Another opportunity for you to handle your inner world is the opportunity of your activities you've got going on, your hobbies, the kind of things you do daily. You know, regulating your inner world is a very, very broad topic that I would love to like go deep inside. Because talking about inner child, your current state, and your aged self, your inner old self. I don't want to confuse us, but it's just three things in one. Like most of the time, when you're in your current state, when it's time to play or time to be competitive, you need to tap into your inner child. But that's a story for another day. I will definitely do a video on that, because it's a total deep thing that we should explore, just for us to understand this. When we get to understand all these things more, when we get to see the world, we get to receive the world in a different state. We get to see ourselves in a different state, vibrating in a whole different frequency. So the activities you get involved in, let's take for example a kind of person that wakes up very early and you wake up just in the morning just to jump out and go to work. It will be totally different from a kind of person that wakes up, that doesn't need to wake up till like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's totally different from the kind of person that wakes up and first thing is to meditate, work on their body first, on their mind first. So this kind of activities we do helps us gives us the opportunity to regulate our nervous system. When anytime I wake up in the morning and rush out, my day is always ruined. Why not change? Why not try to okay, for 7 days, let me exhibit another kind of behavior, just to explore yourself, just to know yourself more. Just to know yourself more, just to know, okay, when I wake up in the morning, if I walk out, my day is always skeptical. But I know if someone tries to mess up with me, I go at them. That's your regulation. That's your inner world. When you do this kind of thing, when this kind of thing is done within you, this is how I respond to it. This is how I react to it. So you just try different kind of activities, learn as much as you can, even read as much as you can if you want to. It might be whenever I'm studying mathematics, I feel this kind of way. Whenever I study or learn a new word in English language, there's this kind of aura that comes with me. Do these things. Enjoy them. Enjoy the process of discovering who you are. Enjoy the process of exploring your inner world. Our external world, how big it is. Even just your little area, how big it is for you to explore. You see when you talk to some people, the way they've known the nooks and crannies in their community, they will get you lost in it. Why not do the same in your inner self as well? When you know the acts, when someone is trying to test you or test your boundary or try to fuck with your head, the acts to probably this emotion popping up, the kind of things you would do to make it go away. You sit with it. Maybe you're going to sit with it. Maybe you just need to be aware. Maybe you just need to walk away and you'll be better. Different kind of things. Some people say they are going to walk away from a situation just for them to walk away and just be in their head all through the walk, going back and forth. And they come back in just to start the whole argument in a fresh state when they've deciphered some kind of story in their head. Why some people, when they go for that nature walk, and that is it, they just come back home and just come and sleep. And some people, it might be when they're in a troubled state, they just need to open one book. Some people, it might be they just need to drink. I don't blame them. Some people might be they just need to take water or shower. Know thyself, but everything is just in moderation. Everything just has to be in moderation. That's where regulation comes in. Knowing the nooks and crannies. When probably my boss is talking to me, I know I can't go outside of the office to go for my work right now when I'm in a dysregulated state. But when you've known the nooks and crannies in your inner world, you can know, well, I just need to sit with her. I just need to go to toilet for like 2 minutes. I'll be fine. That's it. That's it. Like I said, I don't want this video to be a long one. And everyone, thanks for the support. Thanks for the sharing. Let's just keep liking, commenting, and sharing. You don't know who needs this. This whole thing is a therapy session, even for myself speaking. Like when you know all these things, like it's different, or you know your friend needs something, he's always reactive to things, you can just tell them, watch this episode on YouTube, anything. Let's try to help ourselves. Don't just listen to people's problem when you know you can actually help them. It's totally different if their inner world doesn't want the help, then you back off. But you mention it to them, you let them know. Like, okay, you are going through this whole thing. Firstly, do you know you shouldn't be identifying with your emotions? Like, oh, really? They accepted it. Yes, you can check out this so person. Just so you know better. I might not have time to like go deep for you right now. But you have the information. You've heard about it. Then, if the person doesn't want it, what do you mean? I can't identify with my emotions with you. Okay, no worries. I just told you what I know, but it's fine if you don't accept it. Let it go. So to my returning subscribers, thank you very much. If you're watching this for the very first time, thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe. God bless you. Stay blessed. It's the Rock Solid Hub, critical conversation, baby. Don't forget, it's to your guy, J Rock. Stay blessed.